Good morning, good morning, good morning, very, very, very good morning. Last time I started and there were some interruptions coming, so that's why I restarted my YouTube video stream. I just wanted to explain that today I was not feeling well and I had like some fever and also I have some cough and cold. But I stayed to my commitment of coming live on this YouTube channel so that people suffering from IBS can have health benefits. And it's a commitment that I'm committed no matter what. I'll try my best to come on YouTube and go live so that I can give certain tips, which is a definite need for IBS people to heal naturally. So I was explaining this thing like in our body there are two type of energies. There is one physical energy and there is one spiritual energy. Physical energy is driven but from the things which we eat from outside and uh, the food habits we have. So it's totally depend upon the food habits we have, and apart from that it depends upon the capacity of our digestive system to digest that properly. If there is some malfunctioning between the food which we are eating, or there is a malfunctioning of digestive system, we won't have that physical energy in our body, and that causes a person to feel low in energy or not able to drive his things of daily life very in the way he or she wants to, or he is depressed, he or she is totally depressed and do not have the power to get it recovered. So if a person is suffering from IBS and he thinks that he can fix only by changing the food habits and he can drive that energy, it might work sometime, it might not work sometime. So it's very important to raise the spiritual energy level of the body so that we are able to tap that infinite energy resources. And that spiritual energy is going to take care when you're not feeling physically strong or active. Now, when I woke up, I was also feeling very low. But the thing is that because I believe that spiritual, I make use of that spiritual energy to constantly drive me whenever I'm having that physical energy low drive. That my spiritual energy has started to overpower me, and this happens in cycle. People say that why I need spiritual things in life, because spiritual things are vast. Spiritual things are in spiritual principles are principles on which universe operates. It's infinite. It has infinite energy, it has infinite capacity, it has infinite tolerance. So when you tap your energy with something infinite, your energy level will be infinite. So this is one of physical energy thing and a spiritual energy. Those people who just depend upon physical energy when it is low, they do not have the energy to even leave the bed. They are spending their time in toilets, thinking of shit, and not able to eat properly. Their every minute, every second is like living hell. For such people, I am really like feeling sorry because I have experienced that. And sometimes it's like you have to go to office because you are a working person and you're not feeling even energetic to get out from your bed. And it's not like a one day problem. It's a everyday problem. Your social life is wrecked. So all these people who think that by taking just food and medicine is going to help them, is going to bring short term relief. I agree, it will bring short term relief to your body, but for long term relief it's really important that you tap that spiritual energy power. That spiritual energy power will give you infinite energy. No matter, see, my nose and my throat, and I'm having fever, but I am here driven by spiritual energy, and I'm making use of it to drive this YouTube go live, and that is helping me to speak up my mind still. This is why this energy is really important in person's life, because whenever a person feels weak physically, this spiritual energy will take power. So that's why I say that working on enhancing your spiritual energy is really important. Now, how a person gets weak in physical energy, maybe he has living a bizarre life. He or she is a good soul, but she or he does not have any idea about that. He is too much involved in materialism, and during this involvement his body got weak, and somehow some very very negative energy has entered into his body, and that's not coming out, and it's creating a problem in his body. So what he or she needs is that spiritual energy enhancement per day, so that even if he is having bad symptoms of IBS, he will be still able to continue with whatever he wants to do slowly. It's not easy task. It requires lot of courage, lot of patience. So IBS is a test of a soul, of its courage, its purpose, and its uh, tolerance. Now, what happens exactly in the body when I say that physical body gets weaker? Because see, your digestive system is not functioning as it should. It, our body, from our head till the point where we which is used for excreting out the waste from our body, is made up of subtle energies. There are certain points which are operating subtle, in subtle ways, so that that is maintaining the body equilibrium. So if that equilibrium, because of some reasons, because of some habits, is broken, like for the lower part of the body, like there is like there is uh, like there is a place between rectum and anus where there is a chakra or an energy point, and it is subtle. No, it cannot be like it is not shown to any person. So that's why when once this chakra gets broken, what happens is that you will constantly get those symptoms of bad health, and it may be related to abdomen pain, it will be related to gas, it will be related to diarrhea, it will be related to cramps, it will be related to constipation. So these need a healing, not only physically. Physically means taking food, taking medicines, that can bring a temporary relief, but for long time you need to heal your energy point so that it can start to function. And when it will get back to the normal function, you will automatically get that power, and you won't need a medicine. But it's a long long process and has certain ways of achieving it. And it's like, once you have got this idea, it's your moral responsibility to continue that, because suddenly you felt very good and again you started going back to same things. then again this chakra is going to break, because spiritual energy, one problem with spiritual energy is that once you become a spiritual person, universe acknowledges you that you are a spiritual person. Now you cannot commit those same mistakes. So for human, spiritual energy is a big test. It's like if you don't know, it's okay. But if you know, then you cannot misuse. That is one of the biggest challenges of being spiritual. So that's why people don't like it. That is the one reason people don't want to focus on spiritual things. But the thing is that only that will bring you long term happiness. If you want long term happiness, then you need to focus on spiritual energy, because human purpose or existence is because enhancing that spiritual energy. Those people who do not understand this and are really good souls, have some purpose on earth, will certainly are going to experience some problems later in their life. And maybe if you did not experience that, you had really a good facility because you were really a good person in past karmic destinies that had helped you. No matter what, this life might be materialistic, but someday you are again going to suffer in some births. Maybe your past births were too good, but your karmic destiny was not over. So you came here, but you came here very in very rich family. You are enjoying certain kind of materialistic things, but you are making your body weak. So it's a person's responsibility on earth that once he gets his senses in, when we are in childhood we are more spiritual, but as we grow we lose our spirituality and we started focus to on the materialistic things, and that brings problem. It brings temporary reliefs, short term enjoyment, but it it causes the dent in the bodies which are related to energies and that are not easily shown to anybody. People think that that is only a problem in body, but actually the dent has already happened, and this dent is causing those repeated symptoms. So I would say that always focus on enhancing your spiritual energy. It's your moral responsibility as a human. Now you need to understand that energy is weak, physical energy is weak. You take those foods, doctor advice, which are really important. You can follow food map, you can follow doctor's advice, and you can take whatever suits you at that time when you are really feeling low energy. But once you are back, you need to focus on spiritual energy as well. So I would say that don't stop the things which you're already doing related to food habits, related to consultation, related to diagnosis, but also it's your duty to enhance your more spiritual level. So once you start working and spiritual energy, you are building it every day. Suddenly, someday it is going to be so big that you will be able to knock off the physical problems of your body. So that's it from today. Take care. Bye.